Good evening, my friends.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2
Of The Drive.
So, like 10 minutes ago, when we left the house to go pick up my laptop, Steve just decided that it would be a great idea to scream spooky, scary skeletons out the window.
To the song, Spooky, Scary Skeletons.
As I was driving around my neighborhood at 9:18 at night. So, like, and people know who I am, and people know my car, and, like, he just screamed in my, like, very close neighborhood. And now how am I gonna walk my dog?
Sometimes I just scream, and I don't know why.
Yeah. I do that in the car when I'm with Steve. I'll just start screaming random shit to make him laugh.
Ditto, my friend.
But, so we're going to the set of The Hills Have Eyes. And Steve needs to tell me how to get there.
Oh shit, let me pull my GPS. Hold on, everyone. Hold the phone.
So, Steve, like...
The Hills Have Eyes.
Steve has a family. I know, surprise, surprise. He wasn't raised by, like, wildebeests. Who is this? Is he walking? Is he riding a bike? Oh, he's walking. Okay, there's two of them.
There's
No,
three
there's
of them. 3 black dudes at night.
They were black, one of them was white.
Yeah, maybe.
Why does it matter?
Continue on New York 9G North for 4 miles.
But yeah, so... What was I even talking about, Steve? You had to butt in and be racist.
We're talking about, like, this place that we're going to.
Oh yeah, Steve like has been around. He's moved like from house to house around like this general area we live in. And I guess one of the places he lived at, which I've never seen and he hasn't told me about until like last week, was he could only describe as this place that looks like straight out of The Hills Have Eyes.
You know, I wouldn't say The Hills Have Eyes. I would say people like The Hills Have Eyes family would live there, but it's more like, you know, like you know Deliverance, where the dude gets raped in the forest by those rednecks. It's kind of like that place.
I've never seen Deliverance.
Me neither. I only saw the rape scene.
Why did you only see the rape scene?
Because culture.
I don't know. How old is Deliverance?
I don't know, like 30, 40 years old.
Oh. I don't know. I don't watch movies. I only watched like Pulp Fiction and like The Shining last year. Like, I'm very uncultured when it comes to movies.
Yeah, I am cultured. I am nice and cultured. I watch rape. That's how cultured I am.
Alright, Steve.
I'm destroying this podcast.
Maybe you should be the host of the night and just Steve's weird corner where he just tries to...
Steve's cuddly corner.
He just tries to creep everyone out. You're doing a great job, Steve. Proud of you.
I spent time in a mental hospital.
I've been contemplating seriously doing stand-up for like the past like 2-3 days, and like I've low-key been like studying comedy and like watching all these different comics and just like taking like mental notes. The only thing I haven't done is like Googled how to do stand-up and like actually like gotten like constructive tips on writing material. I don't even think I feel like I wouldn't be the guy to like write jokes. I'd just tell like stories. Like I'd probably be the kind of comedian that would just tell weird stories of like life experiences they've had. But like I've hardly had a life. I only started doing cool shit like 2 years ago. Like I blossomed when I met like 5 gay people in New York City, and like they made me get out of the house for the first time.
Hey, I made you get out of the house once in a while.
Yeah, but like
into my house
and into your house.
Where we just sat and circle jerked each other for a while.
Yeah, and we just had like weird lemon parties and boy, doesn't that remind you of something, Steve?
What? No! Alright, so horror story time.
Steve texted me like 3 days ago at midnight, I can hear my parents having loud sex.
I said I can hear my parents fucking from my room.
Yeah, well, and that must
It
be...
wasn't loud. It wasn't sex. Okay? It was fucking.
It was fucking.
I heard my mom. My mom. Damn it.
She said, damn it.
I was like, oh my god, my mom's a fucking Christian woman.
Your
Like,
mom's just like...
why?
That's sodomy, Steve. No sex before marriage.
It's not sodomy.
I don't know.
Sodomy is like having butt sex or something.
I don't know, but like he had sex before she didn't marry him.
Yeah,
She's just your boy toy.
She's just like weird.
John's like a young buck.
Dude, oh my god, dude. My fucking little stepsister went in there and found like fucking dildos and vibrators and shit in a blindfold.
Didn't she say she like went into a drawer looking for something?
Yeah,
but it wasn't in...
looking for the nail clippers.
Oh, she was
found
looking for...
her fucking dad's fucking dildo.
Didn't you say she found a purple vibrator, or was it a purple dildo?
One of them, dude. One of those shit. She's got like fucking 3 vibrators like charging like and out in the open. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Steve's 14-year-old sister, or 13. Is she 13?
13.
Yeah, Steve's 13-year-old sister walks into her parents' room and just sees vibrators and dildos all over the place. Like, what kind of good Christian house is this? They don't... Like, I'll come over there and they yell at me if I say fuck. Like, come on. What?
I'm gonna turn a quarter mile, make a right.
Okay. But yeah, I'll cause like, I don't know, when I'm around Steve, I don't really have a filter, cause we're just awful together. And like, so I'll just say the, like...
Make a right's coming up here. It's pretty steep.
Oh. So I'll just sit right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll just say the weirdest shit.
Dude, this road is so dark.
This guy is following us. And you know, I'll just say, this is a lot harder at night.
Dude, this is actually pretty creepy. This dude's just like following us for like the last like at night as we're going to like the fucking deliverance.
What if we drive by the house and he pulls in? Like, imagine how awkward that would be. Like, he's the guy who lives
Dude, I lived
there.
in a mobile home.
You lived in a mobile home?
It
You
was
were going to a trailer park?
No, it wasn't a trailer park. It was just like one mobile home, just like.
Oh, was it like?
I'm just gonna duck my head just in case the guy starts like shooting.
Was this an actual one, or was this like Kyle Walensky's house?
It looked like a mobile home. It was pretty small.
Oh. I
don't remember the address. I honestly like. The place has changed a bit, so like.
Have you seen it recently?
I thought I saw it, but I just couldn't recognize it.
Yeah, this is probably hard that we're doing this at like 9 o'clock at night. It's like pitch black, and we don't know where we're going. We're just following GPS that we have turned down low, and I can't really hear it.
And this dude knows like fucking pickup.
This
just like
this dude in his
us.
pickup has been following us. Like there's nothing out here but residential stuff. So he's got to turn at some point.
Yeah.
To go where he lives, unless we're leading him home.
Or he's following us, because that's happened to me before.
You've had somebody follow you?
Not me personally, but me and my sister. My sister was driving, and this dude followed us.
Why?
And I have no idea. He just kept following us for miles, and eventually we turned into a gas station, and he turned into the gas station, and he just looked at us, and he just drove off. It was fucking creepy.
That sounds really fucking creepy.
I mean, I might have dodged a bullet there.
Pleasant Plains.
We're going for like another mile.
Oh, okay. I feel bad because I'm driving like 35 miles an hour on a 45, but like this car's right behind us, so maybe that's why he's like so close. But like, I also don't know where I'm going, guy. Like, leave me alone. Like, God.
Oh, he's turning.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Ooh, that's a tight turn.
Yeah.
I mowed a lawn today and Snapchatted with a stoner that I just met. I was working and I got added to a group chat which a bunch of people that I went to college with are in. And me on Snap. Yo, bro, what's your Snap? And I dropped my Snap in the group chat and made like 5 new friends. And like this one dude, like a fucking moron. And Steve's gonna laugh because I don't know. I do this. He was snapping while driving, like sending me videos and like selfies.
Dude, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and like I sort of I don't know. I told him to stop texting and driving by being like very like subtle about it. Like, so he was snapping me. He was like, "Oh my god, I just saw your story. I love your hair." And I was like, "Thanks, dude. And by the way, drive safe," because I saw he was in the car. That's all I said. I just said, "And drive safe." And he was like, he sent me another one back with a thumbs up and smiling. He's like, "Yes, sir, I will." It's like, what the fuck? For a second, I couldn't tell which way the road went. And like,
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Rim
What?
Road.
turn right. Did that say 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
It's got to be right here, right?
No, a little more.
Oh.
Isn't this just terrifying?
Yeah, right. There's no.
Yeah, it's coming
there
up.
it is. I
Next
see.
right onto Rim Road.
Okay.
Doesn't this just make you feel safe?
Dude, what the fuck? That sign wasn't like that sign wasn't like the normal signs around here. It was like it's like one of those signs that's like nailed to a tree and it says the road name. And like this road looks like it hasn't been paved in years. It's all dark and spooky, and there's trees covering the sky. And I feel like I'm and the road's uncomfortably narrow. Like 2 cars can't safely drive past one another on this. Like you have to do that move where you sort of pull so far to the right that like you shouldn't drive at a normal speed to risk like clipping a mailbox. Funny story about a mailbox.
Oh boy.
But like,
Dude, we're about to get
I hope my
killed.
mom never hears this podcast. But yeah, and this road just went on straight for like a really long time. Is that a turn? That's a turn. There's like, and there's grass and dirt on the road, and I can't tell where the road and like field starts and ends. And it's like, we're just driving, dude. Where's your house?
Dude, this isn't even the road.
This isn't even the road? Dude, we're in the middle of a fucking field. What is this? Dude, what is that? Tell me what that is. What's out there?
That's a fucking field, dude.
That's a fucking field, Steve.
The road just keeps getting narrower.
It just keeps getting narrower, and it's like just a bunch of farmland. What if I just pulled in there?
I thought about it. There's just like a big ass mansion.
Damn, that's nice. Like, how do you live out here without like getting eaten by coyotes? Like, I worked on a farm, like in a haunted house. I worked at a haunted house for like most of my like high school and middle school years, and like it was just, you were in the middle of nowhere on a farm. That's where the haunted house was, in the barn. It was like a barn repurposed to be a haunted house, but it wasn't like a cheap like state fair haunted house. Like it was, well, I don't know. Like my uncle built it by hand, and it's like a family business sort of. So I mean, I guess it is kind of cheap, but like there was like there's actual story that we put into it, and like we changed the theme every year and do shit like that. But I used to work. I was the only one working outside.
Dude, it's getting narrower.
It's getting narrower, dude. When you said that, like my heart sank. Like it scared me.
You gotta start left, sir.
Yeah, I see that. But
My heart sank.
this reminds me of like working on that haunted house. It's giving me like that same heebie-jeebies of like just nothingness, just absolute emptiness that just kills my soul. And it's like, dude, that looks like the house from like fucking that. No.
The one right in front of us.
You've seen A Clockwork Orange, right? That looks like that looks like the house that he pulled up to in A Clockwork Orange and beat the shit out of that lady and his husband while saying, "I'm singing in the rain." They opened that gate and they walked through and knocked on the door and asked to use the telephone.
You know what the best thing about this place is?
What?
There's no streetlights.
Yeah, there's no streetlights. It's pitch black. Dude, I'm starting to actually get freaked out. Like it's 9:30 at night and like it's dark out. I'm like driving in the middle of the road. I shouldn't do that, especially when I had to turn. But like the road is like, I mean, it's okay. It's not bumpy. Maybe it hasn't been paved in like a year. But like,
How does that red house make you feel?
shut up. I wonder how many babies
Just like
that took to paint.
That was mean.
Dude, where did you live? We're not gonna be able to see it because it's so fucking dark.
Dude,
I'm gonna have to like point my car to it and put my high beams on.
Dude, eventually I'm just gonna drive down here like 10 o'clock at night by myself. Dude, I would shit myself actually.
Have you ever like just looked into like people's houses wondering like what they're doing? Like that guy has a computer on his TV. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I've looked into a lot of windows, a lot of living room windows not as I'm driving, as I was in a car with somebody. I've only recently got my license. And also as I was walking too, I go for walks, and I've looked into a lot of living room windows and seen a lot of TVs and what they're watching on TV. And it kind of says a lot about like the family. Like there's this kid, I remember driving around when I was in middle school. I would watch Avatar: The Last Airbender on TV, and when there was this one kid on the other side of the neighborhood. Do you know Michael Behan?
No, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, he has a little brother. There's just one kid who lived. Well, I mean, I went to school with Michael. What?
Turn right about 600
Okay.
feet.
But yeah, so I would never be able to finish an episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender before I went to school because of when my bus came. But when I got around to that kid's house, he would take forever to get on the bus, and I would look out into his living room window, and his little brother would be watching Avatar: The Last Airbender on TV, and like I would watch it.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive
like,
at
from
your
the-
destination.
And from then on out, I just sort of thought to myself, like, I wonder how, like, I swear to God, one day I'm gonna look into a window and just see, like, fucking hardcore porn on the TV. Like, I want that to happen so badly. Like, I want to see it because then I like, all right, I know whose house to go to for a good time. Like, I know where the lemon party is being held. Do you remember which one is yours? You don't remember the number?
I don't remember.
How long is this lane?
I was like, how long is it or how long ago?
Or like, how long is this road? That looks like it goes for a while. What does it connect to? Like, what if we just kept going this general direction?
It'll lead us to. Looks like it goes on for a while, but rescue lane. Yeah, well, we already said it's a big lane. It just goes on for a while.
Damn.
This is where I used to live.
Dude, you lived in the middle of nowhere. I can hear the tree frogs from in the car. It's probably picking up on like the microphone too. Like, what is this? How did you live here? How old were you?
It was like 5 or 6.
Oh, so you don't.
It's like 5.
Do you remember it?
I remember it, but
Do you have any strong memories?
I thought I did, but like when I passed by the house and I thought was mine,
Dude, some light came on where we were driving by and scared the shit out of
I
me.
saw a dude in that house just standing near the window. That was terrifying.
Dude, I'm fucking freaked out. You don't know which house was yours? This is a long, long road, Steve. Pay attention to that. We're here to see your fucking house.
Oh no, rescue.
Dude, this is like is this your house?
No, it's just a farm.
I was tempted to turn right just now, but like it looks like it goes down, and I don't know how far down that goes. If it were in broad daylight, I would have totally like pulled the joke of like just taking a right and start driving in the field. Dude, what the fuck? Brandon used to live out here. He lived on a road that only him and his grandparents lived on. And I have an old friend in middle school named Chris. He lives down in last I heard he moved to Georgia, but he could be anywhere now. He moves a lot. He was like my best bestie in middle school. The first words he ever said to me, he walked up to me and asked me if I ever ate a panda. And I just had to... I still don't know what that means, Chris. But, like, no. But, yeah. Now he grew up and, like, he looks like Brendan Urie. And it's like, goddamn, dude. Why can't I look like Brendan Urie? I look like a fat Lord Farquaad.
Let's go back to civilization now.
No, I like this.
You like this?
Is creepy.
Cool.
We should have done this on Halloween.
I feel like there'd be like trick-or-treaters around, even though it's not like...
Dude, there would be like handing out shotgun shells and fucking like Mama's lemon squares.
Family size tub blue, KFC in a bucket.
God, what is this place? It's starting to freak me out. I feel like we could just drive and never go home. Like, we could just start a life out here. Just pick a plot of land and build a house. Just go. Like, I don't know. Is it like a gay farming couple? That's progressive. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what, so you don't have any strong memories of living here?
Dude, I don't even think we're on the road anymore.
Check your map. But, you don't have any strong memories of, like, from the house? Like, not,
like I
where
do.
it is. Like, I'm not asking if you remember what it looks like. But, I mean, like, do you remember being alive and at that house?
Yes, I remember being alive and at the house. Ooh, the phantom car.
There's an approaching car.
And it looks so far.
But it's, like, right next to us, and I should move over. Dude, it's so creepy. I'm gonna do a U-turn right here. No, I'm not.
Nah, no balls. Nah, I probably wouldn't.
I mean, not that I wouldn't do it. I just feel like it wouldn't be as funny as I think it is. Like that car was kind of going fast, so it's not like he would notice. Even if he did notice, he probably wouldn't even think anything of it. So it would just be like, joke's on me, right? Yeah. I don't know. I've only ever lived at 2 places. How many have you lived at? He's got to count them out on his hand. I swear to God, if you go to his second hand, excuse me.
8 places.
8? What?
8 places.
Name them all right now.
Okay.
What was the first?
Red Barn Road.
How old?
I was baby, like infant.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
It's right across from like the Federal Credit Union and Stop and Shop. Hyde Park Estates or
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so Red Barn Road. My parents divorced, and my mom and I went to Connecticut for a little while. My dad lived in Saugerties.
You went to Connecticut?
Just for like a little while, just for a few months.
Oh.
We got back. We lived in the apartments.
Yeah.
What
apartments?
The ones that I lived at before I moved into John. That was the second time I moved.
Oh, you've been there before. I didn't know that.
I moved.
Whoa, where are we? 41?
I think we're by Salt.
Are we? Check the map. Which way should I turn? Let me go right.
In the apartments, Rescue Lane, Home Road,
oh yeah,
Yates, yeah, it was the place I lived before Harvey. Then I moved to Harvey Street.
What's Hull Road? Oh, Hull Road is the one you showed me that one night.
Yeah. Then I moved back into the apartments, and then I moved in with John. If you count the apartments twice, then I moved 9 times.
Jeez, I thought you were already counting the apartments twice. I've only ever lived at 2 places. I lived in Poughkeepsie and Buckingham Avenue. I lived at the house with the red porch. We had a pool and a big backyard, and like honest, there were a lot of kids on the block, but none of them wanted to hang out with me. I had some friends. Where the fuck are we?
We just gotta keep going until we find out.
I had some friends down there, like Damien lived around the corner. Grew up with this kid named Jarrett. He was really like my childhood best friend. Like I hung out with him all the time. I forgot why. I forgot why I liked him. Like I'm not saying I didn't like him. I just forgot like why we were friends. Like we weren't on the same bus. We weren't. I think we went to school together, but I didn't know him. I didn't meet him in school. I think I met him one day because I was riding my bike down to the park, and he lives on the way to the park, and I saw him outside, and I just decided to talk to him. I was just like, hey, and I think we played wiffle ball, and like, I don't know, I thought he was a funny kid. Like he was sort of like a popular kid. Not really. Like he wasn't like Travis level. I mean, I don't know if Travis was popular when he was that young.
He was always kind of. Oh, I think I know where we are. Yeah, if we keep going this way, we'll get back.
Yeah. But I remember just there'd be times I was like a really friendly person, like maybe a little too friendly. Like this was back before we had phones and like, God, I feel old. This was back before we had phones and shit, or well, we had telephones, but like we didn't call him. I couldn't remember his number. No, actually I did call him. I called his house phone a lot because I wanted to ask him if he would hang out. I remember one time he didn't pick up, and I don't know why, but I just went to his house anyways and knocked on his door because I thought, oh, maybe he just didn't hear it or something, or maybe I was just really desperate to have a friend. So I would go to his house and I knocked on his door, and you know what the most awkward situation that could happen right then was? He lived in like a second story apartment. Like there was a house on the top and the house on the bottom, kind of like what Tyler's house is now.
Mm-hmm.
But the like the passageway between the two houses, like how you get in, is like indoors. It's like an indoor stairwell. It's not like outside. It's like there's sort of like an atrium, and the stairway goes both ways. And I was upstairs at his door knocking on it because the stairs are unlocked and free to go into. I was upstairs at his door knocking on it, and as I was knocking on his door, him and his parents were coming home, and it's like, how awkward is that? I hid in the closet and waited for them to leave. Yes, I was so... No, did I do that? I can't remember if that was that time. No, I think I don't think I thought anything of it. I just sort of like played it off. I saw him come out, and like I opened the window that was by his door because there was like windows in the stairwell too. And I said, "Hey, Jarrett," and he was like, "Hey, Trev." And I don't know. I was just like, I was a creepy friend. I just really wanted to hang out with him. So I just went over his house. There was...
Dude, that is terrifying.
And like, I don't know, I just wanted a friend. He was like, at the time, he was like a pretty close friend.
That is so sad and terrifying at the same time.
It's like, I did that a lot. Like, I'd knock on Damien's...
from the Goonies.
I'd knock on Damien's door a lot, and I'd ask him if he wanted to hang out. And like, his parents would answer the door, and it's like, listen, Trevor. It's like... but like nobody liked me. I think
so
they thought I was annoying. I just wanted friends, and so like I made friends with this one kid. His name was Kanan. I remember, it's such a weird name, Kanan Rowe. And I remember I went to school with his little sister. His little sister was a grade below me. He was a grade above me. It was like the first person older than me, or like in a higher grade than me, that was my friend. He wasn't really my friend, I think. I don't know. But like, I made friends with him. I hung out with him for a day. The next morning at 8 o'clock, I came over and knocked on his door. And he didn't answer. So you want to know what I did?
No.
I knocked louder. And I yelled his name from outside. Like, I don't know why I did it. I just yelled and yelled. I don't know why. I didn't know what I expected. I just wanted to hang out with him. But then I think his mom came to the door and cursed me out. He was like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing at my doorstep? I don't ever want to see you again. I was just devastated. It was just like, what the fuck? I was like 6. No, I was like 7. No, I was in middle school. I was in 6th grade. No. I was.
You couldn't be in 6th grade, dude.
No, I wasn't. There was no way because I didn't live there. I was in at least 4th grade. Or at most 4th grade? Yeah, at most 4th grade.
Where are we going now? What house is that where?
I know.
Oh, God.
I was in 4th grade or before that. It could have been 4th grade because I remember leaving shortly after. Not shortly after, but relatively in like memory timeline. But yeah, I just wanted a friend, so I knocked on his door. Well, and he didn't talk to me, and like he never looked at me in the halls. And like his sister thought oh God, I'm yawning. His sister thought I was weird. Like I wondered why. And I don't know. Like, and I still have those like insecure tendencies. Like if somebody doesn't answer me, like if you don't answer me, like they're in the back of my mind, I just want to keep texting you until you do. Even if you say like no or go away, like that like satisfies me. But like when people just like ignore me or say nothing, it just bothers the living hell out of me, and I can't stand it. And like it's something I like I'm learning to deal with like as an adult. And it's just weird. Now it went from like a funny childhood story to like talking about the root of my insecurities and like why, like I don't know. I've always thought I was an introvert. Like growing up, I read the book Artemis Fowl. Have you ever read that book?
I haven't read it, but I've heard of it.
It's a book about this like 13-year-old boy genius who is like a master thief, and he's like what's his name? I'm trying to think. I mean, he's not like Sherlock Holmes. He has like really incredible like deduction skills like Sherlock Holmes, but he has the mind of like Reed from Criminal Minds, where he just looks at things very differently, and he's very like he has just like such strong deduction powers that like he could like tell everything and everyone like how it is. He's just right about everything, and I sort of adopted that like asshole mentality all my life. I forgot where I was going with this. But I read that book, and it made me, I don't know, it was sort of like a self-defense. And I sort of modeled myself after him for a very long time. And I mean, Steve, you could probably guess that by my password. I made that password when I was like 7 years old. And I still use it. I just, because it ain't broke.
Yeah, I know. It's like you've already used it so many times, you know. It's just like
if somebody found out my password, like my life is over. Like you have my bank account, like fucking, like you have everything.
You don't know what's crazy? I know.
Yeah, he knows my password, and that's how much I trust him.
I know the secret to his life, pretty much.
Pretty much, and like you can guess where we're going.
To the booty place. Where are we going? Not the doctors!
No. Is there a Burger King nearby? There's one in Poughkeepsie. There's none nearby. No. I want more dollar chicken nuggets.
Dude.
No.
I want 10 chicken nuggets. He went up yesterday, or 2 days ago or something.
We went to Burger King.
Oh my God.
We were out for a ride. It was Steve, and you want to tell the story?
Sure. So, we're going out to the mall, hanging out, having a good time with my little stepsister. And then, we're done. We head to the car. We're like, what do you want to do next? Shorty goes, I want to go to Burger King. I want to get chicken nuggets for $1.69. And when we go there, he pulls up to the drive-thru, and he goes, Hey, funny question. How many 10-piece chicken nuggets have a person ordered?
At once.
At once. And the lady was like, 10? Trevor was like, oh, I thought it was much more than that. I'll have 2.
I don't sound.
I don't sound like that.
I don't know. I expect her to say something crazy like 30 or like 100. I would like drop like if I were richer, I'd drop like $100 on like 100.
And yesterday he was like,
just for the meat.
he was like, yo, let's buy $30 worth of 10-piece chicken nuggets
For the meme.
for the meme. Like, it was gonna be like, what was it, 500 something? Sophie said
300 chicken nuggets.
300. Yeah, probably 300.
Because 10 times 3? Well, I mean, with tax, it'd probably be less. It'd probably be like 200
Yeah,
chicken
but
nuggets.
what the fuck are we gonna do with 200 chicken nuggets? Like,
Post
it's just
it.
3 of us.
That would be like the wildest Snapchat post in the world. Don't even, Steve.
Okay, maybe he's got a point.
Exactly.
You want to eat Jello at the diner?
Diner?
Let's go eat Jello diner. Or
Oh.
diner Jello. They put whipped cream on it.
But yeah, I don't know. I expected it to be more. I want there to be more. I will be the difference. Like, I don't know. I thought it was funny. Like,
It was funny at first. I want Jello at the diner.
just like,
do I have? I want to count my monies. I probably have nothing. I don't get paid until tomorrow, so.
I get paid on Thursdays.
I get paid on Fridays.
Do you have any monies?
Let's see. I'm checking right now.
Want to go to Burger Queen?
Go to Burger. No, I only have 36 cents in my bank account.
Oof. I'm saving for a piano.
I'm saving for a PS2. The
PS2.
latest in gaming. And a Game Queeb.
I hated the drive of this. What movie is that?
The
Meg.
Oh, the Meg.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that was terrible.
Whenever I hear the Meg, I just think of Meg from Family Guy.
Exactly.
That is the Meg.
That is the Meg.
Isn't it about like a megalodon, like a sea monster or some shit?
Yeah, it's like a megalodon. At first, I saw a trailer for it. I thought it was like another fucking Jaws movie, but
I thought it was like a Jurassic Park spin-off. Like, remember that thing that ate the like genetically engineered dinosaur
I'm genetically on.
in Jurassic World? The Jurassic Park reboot.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh.
No.
It's like this genetically engineered dinosaur that's like supposed to be like the perfect hunter. And like it had all these crazy superpowers and Ex Machina things. And they just got this other bigger creature to eat it. And that was the end. Like this giant sea monster. And they literally like used it as bait for this giant sea monster and he ate it. And that was the end. And like, I don't know. That was the first movie I saw with like all the people I met in New York City. Like we went, like I met these people and this chick I had a crush on. And like we all hung out and we sat around and played. We walked to Cold Stone. I never had Cold Stone in my life before. I didn't even know there was a Cold Stone around us. Like where we live, there is a Cold Stone around us.
Really? You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that till what? Dude, that's how much I get out. Like, I didn't know that there was a Cold Stone near us until like 2 months ago. Meanwhile, I've got,
No fucking
I'm
way.
serious.
Wow.
I met these people when I was in 10th grade. I was 16 years old. I remember I was 15 or 16. I was 16. And I convinced my mom to let me go meet these who were, to her, total strangers. But I've known them for years. I've known them since I was in like 6th grade. They all happened to live in the city and we all met up. And I had a crush on this one chick and she was like my best friend. And I saw the movie with her. And I remember like my teenage self was like super excited because she sat next to me and she'd like lay her head on my shoulder and like cuddle up to me. And and like everyone else was there. Ben was there, John was there, and Raven was there. I mean, you see the pictures, right, Steve? Yeah, they were on Facebook. And I remember I took my brother's Legend of Zelda hat because she's like in love with Legend of Zelda, and so I could wear it. But like I look stupid in a hat. Like I'm not the kind of person that ever wears a hat ever. So it felt so weird. But there I was in my Rise Against hoodie and Legend of Zelda like snapback. It wasn't like a dad hat. I could probably rock a dad hat. And I'm gonna turn around at some point here because I didn't want to go all the way down here. There's no turn off.
Yeah, you have to
Can I
go
just
down
make it
towards the
U-turn?
station. You can turn. I don't think you can turn here. But you can turn up there.
I didn't look before I did that.
That wasn't a wise thing, but who cares? We're still alive. This is a creepy looking like establishment right here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to turn around on this road.
Dude, those windows look so grimy.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
There's a Planet Fitness employee. I think I know her. I mean, I don't know her personally, but I recognize her from being in here. We're right next to a Planet Fitness. I saw some chick who works at Planet Fitness on Tinder. Pretty sure I swiped right on her. Wait, no, I'm going left. What was I talking about?
So chick on Tinder.
No, before that, before I even made the turn.
Talking about your rocking a Zelda.
But yeah, I was rocking a Zelda snapback. And I'm gonna flip this so I can see. Okay. I was rocking a Zelda snapback when I met all of them, and we called ourselves the Scrubs. Like our group chat was called Scrub Council. I think like we did one of the nerdiest things I ever did in my life. We did hands in the middle and called ourselves the Scrub Vengers in the middle of Grand Central Station.
No fucking way.
I'm serious, it happened. I mean, I don't know if they remember, but I remember. And we were there with Ben and Ben's mom. Ben's mom was like the chaperone for the day. Bless her soul. I don't know. She's a middle school teacher, so she was used to it. And like her son's kind of special. I think Ben is like Asperger's. I don't know. He's a great guy though. Not really.
Not really, Brick.
I don't know. He's alright. But yeah, so we went to the movies together, and that was fun. I remember I was so forgetful that I almost left my wallet on the concession stand counter, walked away, and like Nico screamed after me, "You left your wallet, you dingus!" And then we went to John's house, and they are like rich, like damn, like their mom is a lawyer for AMC, and their dad owns a comic book shop. And and so we went back there, and we were playing. What were we playing? We were probably playing Smash. It's safe to assume we were playing Smash because we always play Smash, but I can't remember. We were playing Smash on the Wii U, and we could have been playing Zelda 1. I think Nico brought her Super Nintendo and all the Zelda games for it. Like she was playing them, and I was there too, and it was like so magical. And like then it came that like we had to leave. I came with my brother and Kyle, his girlfriend's little brother. I don't know why he went to hang out with Tyler while my mom wouldn't let me take the train alone, so like I made my brother come with me, and he just kind of walked around like Manhattan with Kyle while I was out having fun with my friends. And I had to meet Kyle back at the train station, and Tyler, And like I literally cried like on the ride home. Like Tyler was like, "Why the fuck you crying, bro?" And I don't know. I couldn't explain it to him. It was like, this was like before I started really hanging out with you, Steve. That was like, I don't know. That was the first time I actually like had fun with friends. Like I just didn't have like any real friends. Like they were my first like real friends, and now none of them talk to me.
Really?
Yeah, none of them talk to me.
None of them?
None of them. After what happened with Chris, like they all just like, I don't know, just stopped talking to me. And I mean, I don't know. It's probably some of my fault too, but it sucks because they were like the longest. We were like a family. Like we were so close with each other, and like everyone knows each other so well. And now like we've been in this group chat for years, literally years. Like since 6th grade, we've been in this group chat together. And I would be a sophomore in college right now if I had went to college on time, but I'm a freshman in college because I skipped a year. But from 6th grade until then, we've been in the same group chat this whole time and like talking non-stop this whole time. Like we would always just have conversations with one another. And then
Sorry.
And then they just stopped. They stopped talking to me. And, like, I texted like one of my closest friends. Like, she was the one who introduced me to like my ex-girlfriend, and like she was like one of my closest friends. And I hit her up like last week. I was like, "Hey, you want to hang out? Like, do you and John want to hang out before we go to college?" And she just sort of, I mean, I can't say she left me on red, but she had to have read it by now. There's no way she hasn't. It's been like a month. But like I messaged her on Discord. She just never answered me. Like I talked to John, and I confronted John. I was like, "Hey, you want to hang out sometime?" I can't remember if this was before or after. Can't remember if this was before or after I asked Laurel. I think it was after. But he just gave me like such a non-answer. He was like, "Yeah, I've been avoiding hanging out with the scrubs like the plague. Because like, I don't know, the group chat's just like falling apart and it's sad. Like everybody doesn't like Ben. I don't know. And Ben likes to think himself as like the leader of our group when really he's just like some kid with Asperger's and a God complex. And I don't know. Sort of started some shit between Chris and I. And one of the things, I mean, I can't put it all on him, but it was one of the things that led to us breaking up. And like, I'm trying to think about what I was going to say. So, but yeah, the group chat just died, and it's sad, like that we were friends for so long, and now we're just not. And it's like, I've been like trying to like deal with that. Like, I've lost friends. Like, I don't know if I even considered them friends. Like, maybe I played with them as a kid, but I don't consider that. Like, these were like real like adult friends that like I was very close to that I lost. Like, I just didn't know what to do about it. Or like, I guess I still don't. And so I've been like, I feel like I just got out of a divorce. Like, I mean, I feel bad about like my ex-girlfriend or whatever, but I don't feel that bad about that. Like, I feel worse about just like how could I have friends if like these guys who were like I considered my family can't even like talk to me anymore. I talk too much.
Damn, dude, that was fucking deep.
Yeah. Well, now we're driving by your other house. I pulled in while we were during this podcast. I've pulled into McDonald's twice, but then decided against it because what's the time?
It's 50.
50?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about good enough. Yeah, I pulled into McDonald's twice because I was like trying to decide if that's been like long enough, but I decided it wasn't. Now I think it's long enough. So we're gonna go get McDonald's.
Okay. So this has been the drive. That took a turn.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Next week, I promise I'll be funny.
Bye.